All right, you guys. So we'll go ahead and get started. I am sitting here. I'm hiding out in my bedroom. It is last week of hubby's special training and us having to hide away each night or help him study like a madman. So I am ready to dig in. And you know what? Sometimes we'll open up and we'll share about some of the upcoming things that Beachbody has happening. We are about to go straight into November. There are a lot of exciting things happening with this company that we get to be a part of, and I would love to share those with you, but you'll find out at the end with an amazing and fun and exciting challenge that we have for you, why I'm not going to tell you a darn thing about anything that's up and coming, because you're going to be doing some researching of your own, and I don't want to waste any opportunities for you to get your name in a drawing that we're going to do. So we're going to jump right in, you guys. It is good to see you all's faces on here. Let me just say this. We tried the Zoom Live just because it's on my mind right now. We did try Zoom Live, but we kind of made an overall consensus that we missed seeing faces. So you'll see tonight we're back on Zoom calls. So just be aware, Zoom calls, it's going to be how we do our meetings again. Now, once in a while, in a very rare occasion like this past week, thank you guys for being patient with me, I may have to post, or one of us may have to go live in the group if we cannot be on live or on the Zoom that night. But you can count on Monday nights at 8:30 p.m. We will have a team Wildfire United Zoom call just like this. All right, you guys. So tonight we're going to talk about the products of, the products. Are they products or are they life-changing opportunities? Because here's the deal. A lot of the times you've got companies, you've got network marketing especially, and I don't know why candles is the first thing that popped into my mind, but it's all product. And one thing that I love about us is that, yes, we have products like workouts, we have Shakeology, and all these other things, but they're attached to stories. They are products that actually help change someone's life. So instead, and I'm not bashing people who sell candles. Please know some of my best friends are Scentsys reps. So please know I'm not bashing anyone else. I absolutely support anyone who really makes a living doing something or supporting something that they love. And if a candle is it, then a candle is it. But I love that we get to truly make an impact on people's health and on people's fitness, because obviously if we're here and we're coaches, that's important to us in our own life. And so to be able to share that with other people and know that when you make this purchase, you're actually making a positive change for you in your life, or for your kids, you know, for your family, whatever the case may be. And so with that thought in mind, tonight we're going to share a little bit about a few products that we have used in our life, in our lifetime coaching experience that have changed our lives and help us, you know, help more people. And we are going to talk outside of the box of just the fitness program and just Shakeology. Why? Because I think this is the comfort zone, not only that we normally get in, and when I say comfort zone, know that I don't mean it's necessarily comfortable, because Sean T is not always comfortable, but man, his results are awesome and we love doing them. But what I mean is we kind of get used to, hey, this is what I always use. This is what helps me. I love it. I'm doing these workouts, so I talk about the workouts. Totally natural. That is understandable. It's absolutely normal. When we're drinking Shakeology, Trudy had posted something the other day about me being anemic before I tried Shakeology. That is a story I love sharing, because that's how and why I signed up for Shakeology. I realized it filled a need for me, but sticking with it long term, it really filled a need. I'm no longer anemic. It really helped me in an amazing way. So it is so natural, so easy for me to talk about Shakeology. Like many of you, it's easy for you to talk about it because it had an impact on your life. It changed your life. You have experience with it. And so tonight, what I want you guys to do is kind of open up your mind, because one thing that I want to say is we are not product pushers. So just because even Beachbody comes out with something new doesn't mean that you necessarily need to be backing it. Not that it's good or bad, but maybe it doesn't necessarily, it's just not the people that you're reaching, it's just not for them, right? That's totally understandable. However, we have this toolbox, if you will, of amazing tools to use. And the thing is that just because it's not something that you use every day doesn't necessarily mean that it's not the exact tool that will fix a need for someone that you're going to come in contact with. And you already have that. You already have it. So why not be educated on it, know as much as you can about it, and be right there to be able to say, wow, you know what? After listening to what you have to say, have you ever considered trying whatever that tool is, and then being able to say, because, I think this will be a great fit for you because you said XYZ. Do you see what I'm saying? So I want to pass the mic. We'll wrap this up a little bit in the end, but right now I want to pass the mic to Becky because she has a product that she is freaking awesome at rocking and consistent every single year and using. So I'm going to pass it over to her.
Yeah, I was going to share tonight about the Ultimate Reset. If you're in the True Change Tribe, you've seen I'm in the middle of it right now, week 3 actually. I'm about to finish it up. But originally I did it, so this is my 3rd time doing it. And the reason I did it in the beginning is because I felt like I should know what it was as a coach. I saw that it was something out there, and I do try to use most all of the products just so I have an experience with them, so I can share, this might be good for you. Have you considered using this? Like Lisa mentioned, most all of them out there. And so this was something that looked intimidating to me at first. It looked kind of scary. I've done some, I've done things like the Whole30 before, and this is similar, but also very different from that. And so I thought, I'm just going to try it. I can do hard things. I'm just going to try it so I can help more people with it. I was afraid that I was going to starve to death. I was terrified of giving up coffee. I was like a little freaked out that I wouldn't exercise for 3 weeks because I thought, how can a coach not do that? But I went ahead and went for it, bought it, and went ahead and went for it that first year. So I'll tell you a little bit about, I'm going to share a little bit about what it is and then how I share it in our groups or on social media so that I can reach more people. But it is a cleanse, but it's a lot more than just a cleanse. Our bodies are full of toxins from the air, from the food we eat, from the lotions and things we put on our body. Like we just don't even know how many things are seeping into us. And so what this does, it clears the toxins from our bodies from the inside out, and it goes all the way down to the cells. So essentially what you do food-wise is you go vegan, but it's through a gradual process. So by about day 4, you've removed all meat and dairy, but they step you down into it. And you actually don't starve to death, by the way. The hardest part is giving up the coffee. The first few days are a little bit rough, not being fully alert, feeling kind of foggy from that. But the focus is really on not only just the nutritional side. I mean, that's what you see me share a lot about, but it's also on the rest and truly just resetting your body. And the no workouts actually are great. Like I have some chronic pain and all. And so for me, it's a time where my body does heal and I get some relief, and my body feels better when I start back afterwards. And plus I just really take that time and focus on getting that extra rest that I need, because without the coffee, I need the extra rest. So like, normally I get up around 5 and do my workout and all that stuff at that time. And so I've been allowing myself to sleep until 6 and kind of using that time to give my body what it needs. In the book that comes with it, it talks about all kinds of things, rest and water. And, it goes a lot deeper into why those things are important. And I'm not going to get into all that on here, but, what I have found for me, beyond what I've already shared, is that afterwards, my body just works more efficiently. It makes better use of the food that I'm eating. And I usually go into the holidays. I don't gain weight through the holidays. The last 3 years, I have not at all. Not because I haven't had some treats and all that here and there. I don't totally cut it all out, but I'm not craving it. I'm not just dying to have it, because after you go through that and you've done such a great thing for your body and made it feel good again, you don't want to feel yucky from those, from the junk that's in all those other things. So I don't gain weight through that. But I've also noticed that for several months past that, my body is just working better. And so I don't gain, any weight back. I don't have to kind of work as hard at the weight loss battle, I guess, or, trying to stay the same weight. And it resets my metabolism, I guess, and gets it, working right again. And so one thing I noticed at the end of summer, now summer is really hard for me. We live at the beach. We have a lot of visitors, and it just feels like we're on vacation all the time. So it is really hard to stay on track as much as I do the rest of the year. So summer is just tough, and that's why I do it in the fall. Plus it leads into the holidays, so that's helpful. But the big thing for me is I just need that reset, that mindset. I need everything to cut off and start again. But I noticed last year, after I finished this in October, in November, we did Core de Force. And I keep all my meal plans so I can reuse them again. And so I had my meal plan saved from Core de Force. And like I said, I didn't gain any weight through the holidays. And all around that time, everything was great. This summer, when I did Shift Shop, I was kind of using those Core de Force meal plans again, and I wasn't losing any weight. In fact, maybe after Shift Shop was over, I was actually gaining a little bit of weight using those same exact plans that I had used before. And it's because my body was not working to the standard that it was after I did the reset. And so honestly, I'm considering doing it twice a year, maybe once before summer again too, so that I kind of clean myself up a little bit before I go into that season that's kind of tough. So that is what it has done for me personally. Now, how I share about it, the first year I did it, I didn't share anything. Like if you were in my challenge group back then, you would have seen it, and I talked about it a little bit, but not much. I was afraid I was going to fail. I was afraid that it wouldn't work. I'm a skeptic by nature, so I was like, I don't even know if this is going to play out, so I am not sharing this on social media. So I didn't, and I got no traction from it, other than it helped me. But so last year, when I decided to do it again, I kind of shared as I went. I shared when I started it. I told them, shared on my page that I was starting it. I also shared once a week on Sundays. I would just do kind of a wrap up post for that week. These were the wins this week. This is what was hard. This is, how much weight I lost. And I would just share on Monday night. I didn't really share much during the week as I went. But afterwards, I had at least two people bought the challenge pack for the Ultimate Reset and did it on their own, or, in one of our challenge groups after that. Now this year I approached it a little bit differently. I learned my lesson. So this year, several weeks, maybe a month before I started it, I shared on social media, on my pages, that I was going to be doing it, and shared pictures from the year before and asked, does anybody need to do this? Does anybody want to do this with me? And I had a ton of interest. Like that post kept popping up for like a week that people were commenting and talking. So I had a lot of people looking at it. I ended up having, I think there are 3 people doing it with me, plus 2 coaches on our team that are doing it as well. And you better believe that all those people that contacted me, that were interested, that were curious, I have no doubt that they are all watching me as I go. And this year, instead of just sharing that weekly post, I've shared a lot more. I'm sharing not every day, but maybe like a tidbit every day of how things are going. But I share a little bit about things that I'm learning in the process, or things that were hard that day, and truly being honest about it, like the good side and the bad side about it. It's not easy. I'm not going to get on there and pretend like it's super fun every day, because it's not. But I've kind of shared that in a real way. So I imagine that once I'm done again this year, that I'll have several people that will contact me afterwards. And, especially once I share my before and after pictures at the end, when it shows the weight loss and the inflammation and all that stuff kind of gone, there will be more people that will contact me about it. And so through the social media, I'm having a way to help people that needed this, but they didn't know what they need. But because I did it and I got on there and shared about it, then they're going to be like, I relate to her. I see exactly where she is. This is where I am, and I want to give this a try too. I've had several, people reach out to me in the midst of it. So I'm just sharing my journey. I'm doing it in an authentic way because it's what I need for myself. But I'm also exposing people to the products without ever mentioning it. I've never said the name of what it is. I call it the reset, but I've never said, the name of exactly what it is, or I say I'm doing a reset. But people that trust me come to me and, connect with me so that I can help them find that need. And maybe this is not for them. Several people that reached out, they're like, whoa, I'm not ready for all that. But maybe they are ready for a challenge group, or maybe they are ready for Clean Week. And sharing this has kind of given that opportunity to have that conversation. So that is the ultimate reset, and that's how I share about it. So I will pass it over to Sarah.
Hi, guys. So, Becky's a beast. Everybody knows that. She can do this ultimate reset. This is why I stick to the 3 days, because I just can't do the 21 days yet. But I need to try it because she's had great success. But I do love the 3-day refresh, and I'm excited to talk about it because I was trying to think about how many times I've done it. I think it's 4. And so I've been a coach for 18 months now. And I originally wanted to do it because whenever I became a coach, I started off with hammer and chisel, and I followed the meal plan pretty strictly, but there was still some things that I was hanging on to, and I was having a lot of bloating issues that I couldn't figure out, and I was doing all of those hard workouts. Something just wasn't clicking, and I remember Amanda, my coach, Amanda Chessie, she had posted about it. And being that she posted about it, obviously it got me interested. But as her being a coach, she knew that being a product of the product was important. So therefore I saw it and it got me interested. And with her knowing about it, she was able to tell me how she thought it would help me. So I decided to order that. And I did that right before I started PIO last year. And it basically, after the 3 days was up, the bloating issues had gone completely. I think I lost 5 pounds the first 3-day refresh I did. I didn't calculate my inches, but I did lose 5 pounds that first 3 days. And the reason I love the 3-day refresh is, number one, it's only 3 days. And I feel like you can get a lot of people to commit to something that is quick, but you also can't just get them to commit by you saying, that 3-day refresh is awesome. You have to do it so that you can have those results to show the people that are watching you. So when I first did the 3-day refresh, of course I was nervous because it tells you to give up coffee, but if you really need it, you can still drink it. So I decided to do it black. I think I was drinking coffee with a little bit of creamer at the time. So, and whenever I do a challenge, I really stick to it. I try my best to, because I like to conquer that challenge. So I stuck to it to a T, and I don't think anybody else was doing it at the time. I think I just did it by myself. And so basically what 3-day refresh is, it's a really quick way to detoxify your body. It's a cleanse, but it's not like a juice cleanse to where you aren't getting enough calories to where you're feeling sluggish. I feel like with 3-day refresh, it keeps you full because you are eating quite a few times a day. You get 3 shakes a day, 1 for morning, 1 for lunch, and 1 for dinner. And you have fiber sweet drink that you drink mid-morning. So this 3-day refresh is full of fiber. So they recommend, if you do not have enough fiber in your diet before you start, to kind of work up to it and add quite a bit of veggies and tons of salad before you start. But you have your three shakes, vegan, of course, because you aren't doing whey protein. So you get 3 shakes a day, 2 of them being Shakeology. And for dinner, you have a vanilla fresh shake. And then you have your fiber sweet in the mid-morning. But with your lunch, you also get a veggie and a healthy fat. And then in the afternoon, you get a snack, another veggie and a healthy fat or fruit. And then for dinner, you also get that vanilla fresh shake with a recipe that comes in the booklet for dinner. And if you still find yourself hungry, they give you a way to kind of add some broth which I did a few times because they aren't as strict as the Ultimate Reset with you not working out. They do recommend you just do some light yoga, nothing strenuous, because it is only a 900 calorie diet that you're taking in on those days. But I love it because you aren't having to give up your protein, you aren't having to give up your veggies and your healthy fats, the things that keep you going throughout the day. And by the end of it, you're going to have some amazing results if you stick to it. Whether that be your mind is clear, your belly bloat's gone. The scale might not move a ton for some people, but I believe if they stick to it, they're going to have amazing results to show people, whether it be how clear your mind is. Your clothes will probably fit looser. I know for me, the 4 times that I've done it, I've had amazing results. And each time I did it, I got better with sharing it because then I was bringing more people in. And the same way Becky said when she was sharing it, the first time I didn't share it as much because I really didn't know how well I was going to do. But by the 3rd and 4th time, I really put it out there and I watched people. So whenever I post my 3-day refresh post, I write down everybody's name that comments or that likes my post, because then I go back and I thank them for showing me support while I was doing the 3-day refresh. And I also ask them if they've ever thought about doing it, because then that gets the conversation going. They're curious about what you're doing, especially if it's only 3 days and you're posting that you've lost 6 pounds and you've lost 3 inches. Because we all know people want quick results, and sometimes they don't want to stick around for a month. So this is a good way to get people in the door so that they can feel motivated after those 3 days and they can feel better about themselves. Then they can keep going on the journey. But I love the 3-day refresh because it's great. Basically, say after a holiday, Thanksgiving is coming up. This is probably when I might try it again, or after Christmas, because people obviously are going to indulge and they're going to not feel so great in their skin. And if they know that they can get great results, and if you also have your portfolio from all of these times that you've done it, then that's a great way for you to shoot these pictures out and show them what results you've gotten, so then they can trust you with what you're telling them. But also if you are wanting to do a program and you are wanting to kickstart your results and you want to get some awesome results, then you can always add in this 3-day refresh into that workout program. You might want to watch maybe the workouts for those days so you're not working out too hard, because like I said, it's only 900 calories. If there's a few pounds that people are hanging on to, some baby weight, some 5 or 10 pounds that they can't get rid of, this is a great product to introduce to them, because I truly believe that if they're hanging on to 5, I've seen personally anywhere from 3 to 8 pounds lost on the 3-day refresh if they've stuck to it, and if they've drinking all of the water that's supposed to be drank during the 3-day refresh, because that's a huge part of it. This can really get them started on the journey that we're all trying to help them with, because we know that people are scared to jump into something, even 21-day program. So I love the 3-day refresh because it kind of just helps you get that conversation started. And also, if they have Shakeology already, if they're vegan Shakeology drinkers, the 3-day refresh is $69.95. But without the Shakeology, I think it's $54.95. So it's a little bit cheaper if they already drink Shakeology. But I think it's important to know all about these products that we use. I've learned so much from Becky doing the 21-day Ultimate Reset, because she shared it every time that I didn't know her when she first became a coach, but the last 2 times that she's done it, it's got me interested. And with her sharing it, it gets our products out there. And then the 3-day refresh, of course, I saw people share the results and I was interested. So people are watching us, and as a coach, it's important to know how we can meet these needs of people. And that's what we've been talking about the last few months as we've transitioned, is about meeting people where they are. And I know that it's helped me a lot to have other things to offer people if they're not ready to commit to a $160 challenge pack, especially with Christmas coming up. People are trying to save to buy their kids, their Christmas gift. But if they could see actually what 3-Day Refresh does in just a short amount of time, and it fits into their budget, that could be exactly what they need to give them the motivation. Because it is a little bit of a challenge. You have to give up certain things, and then that is a confidence booster for them. Wow, I just did this. I never thought that I could do what she did. But in those 3 days, I've lost these pounds, I feel good, and I did something hard that I didn't think I could ever do. So I think it's important for us to talk about these products and learn more about them. I know I need to get more educated, and that's why I'm glad that this call is here tonight, so that we can kind of get on that train of learning more about what Beachbody offers. But ultimately, we know why we do what we do, and that's so that we can help people live healthy, fulfilling lives, and our products do that. So that's why I love 3-Day Refresh. I might do the Ultimate Reset one day, Becky. You have to hold me to that. But I'll pass it to Lisa.
All right, I love that. All right, you guys, so here's the deal. We're going to be wrapping it up soon, but first I want you to understand that, we are trying to think outside of the box, not only because of the holidays or anything like that. I love that she had mentioned that thought, because honestly, it wasn't even something that I was going to point out, but it is true. Sometimes around the holidays, people know that they have certain goals, but they also know there's gifts to buy and all these other things. And so what do? They tend to put themselves on the back burner. But if you can learn to meet them where they're at and boost their confidence, come alongside of them, build a relationship, anything to just truly, that's it, building the relationship. Building a relationship to get to know them more, really know what their needs are, really know what their ultimate goals are that they're trying to reach, and then find a way to say, hey, how can I help you here? And I'll be the first one to raise my hand and say, for a long time, looking back, hindsight's 2020, right? Looking back, I see where I was in a box as a coach where it was like an all or nothing mentality. I knew the absolute best option was the challenge pack. As a coach, but a challenge pack. So if you didn't do that, it was like, hey, when you're ready, I'm not going anywhere. But what did I do? I missed a lot of opportunities to say, I believe that this is the best option for you because, however, I hear you. So where can we get you started? What small step forward can I help you make right now? Whether that's in your free group and helping them with a problem that they have, with their nutrition or their mindset or their marriage or whatever it is that you truly have a heart to help people with, or it's using my favorite product that I'm going to briefly mention, which is Energize, because how many of us have started waking up earlier to do these workouts? And if it wasn't for Energize, oh my gosh, we would be the people that we hear all day, every day. And what is the number one complaint? Can anyone type it in the bottom? I just want to see if anyone, the number one excuse that you get from people as to why they cannot work out. No energy. What else? Tired. I'm tired and can't get motivated. Yes, they have no motivation, aka that translates into I'm tired and I have nothing that mentally is helping me prepare and fight for the battle I know that I have ahead of me, which is why something like the 3-Day Refresh or Energize, something that can help them see, one, get energy or get a small win, a victory, a little glimmer of hope in their belt, so to speak. Something that says, you can do this, that little voice that it gives, that they get to create for themselves. It's so worth it, you guys. I mean, obviously, the obvious answer of why I love Energize is because lots of times I wake up and I don't feel like I have any energy. But I can drink Energize and I declare to you, my house gets cleaner in that 30-minute wait period than it will all week, right? Because it is absolutely incredible. But of course, it's giving me improved performance. It's helping me with muscle fatigue and all of these amazing things. I mean, it is a truly incredible product that when I hear of someone drinking, what's that, jacked, whatever, all these other, I'm getting itchy, y'all. I'm getting itchy. There are products out there that are pre-workouts that are so unhealthy. Like, it literally makes me feel like your heart's going to stop. Don't drink it. Don't drink it. It's not good. But I can back Energize, right? Because I've read the scientific proof behind it. I've used it since the day it came out, since before it came out, and tried it. So I want you guys to really, before I give you this challenge, because somebody is going to win a fun prize this week, I want you to go into this thinking, not brushing it off like, yeah, okay, whatever, blah, 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 but really thinking, you know what, if I am in the business of helping people, and I have a huge toolbox of tools that can help people with many different needs, then it is up to me to start learning what these things are, okay? So we are going to give a prize away, and every time there are three, I got my 3 ways that you can get your name entered into the prize. So you can get your name entered in a few times, okay? Now, I am going to post right after this call a Google document that you will be able to go in and fill out. That's going to help us keep all the names in order and not miss anyone. It's going to be in one place. All right, and on this document, there are 3 questions that you will fill out. And these 3 ways you can get your name entered. And the purpose of this fun little challenge within our team is to educate ourselves, to have fun, yes, educate ourselves so that we can help more people and so that we can help ourselves. Because here's the deal, our overall goal is a true change, a true healthy lifestyle change that ultimately helps people live happier, healthier, more fulfilling lives, right? Well, in different seasons of life, we need different things. Sometimes we do need the ultimate reset. When I did the ultimate reset, it was amazing. And since Becky's been doing it again, what have I been feeling? Like, man, yeah, I need to do this again because I'm in that place where I need that good kick in the butt and a great regiment to follow. You know, the refresh. When I did that, you know, I had that experience. I was able to speak from that experience and share. Energize, same thing. We want you to be able to do that. So the first way that you can get your name into this drawing is, I'm trying not to read the things yet. I'll read them in a second. Sorry, I can't chase a squirrel. Hang with me. When you research and share some research on the Team Wildfire United page about a new Beachbody product that you either, maybe you heard about it, but you had no clue what it was really about. You've never used it. Or maybe it's something you didn't even know that we offered. So you went and you read up in the back office, you did some research, whatever that is, or you found some YouTube videos or whatever the case may be, some good ones, not some stupid ones, but you found great research on that product and you shared it in the page. If you fill out the Google document and let us know that you did share that, then you get your name in the drawing once. Number 2, the second way you can get it is, let's see, if you order a new product that you do not already have on Home Direct. So if you've been drinking Shakeology for 5 years like me, and you're like, dude, I got Shakeology, and no, you've been ordering it for 5 years. A new product. If you order a new product that you do not have on HD already, and you ordered it for yourself so that you could try it for yourself and build a story with it, like these ladies have, for yourself, that way that you can help more people, then you can put your name in again. And the third way is if maybe you've learned about a new product or you've been curious and I don't know, maybe it's the Ultimate Reset. And you're like, man, y'all, it took me 5 years to do the Ultimate Reset. I was so intimidated by that junk. I'm not even going to lie. I knew what it was, but I did not want to do it. Took me 5 years. So if you start a new group, okay, or maybe it's a different idea, maybe it's face-to-face or something else. So a new group or idea that you put into action to help more people, so you can meet a specific need if it's something brand new. So in other words, the question is like this, because I want to read it straight. I wrote it down exactly the way it is in the document. It says, what new group or idea did you put into action? So it's not something you're thinking about doing. It's something that you literally come up with a new group or an idea, something that you have not done before that you are putting into action, and you have a date that you are starting, and you're going to start talking to people about it. So what new group or idea did you put into action to help more people? What specific need will the group meet? So for instance, Clean Week. Let's say you've never done it and you're like, all right, I'm starting a Clean Week starting next Monday. That's what I'm putting into action. Or I went in and I researched this product. It helps with this need. I'm starting a group for, this date, whatever the case may be. Those are the 3 ways that you can enter. And again, the Google document will be posted right after this call, so it'll have some information, but I did see some chats that I had to ignore, so let me see if there's questions. Let's see. Five-hour energy boost. Energize with the reset pack. Energize with the reset packs. I'm not sure, Nicole. Energize with reset packs. Not sure what you meant by that. Maybe type a little bit more in there. Let's see, Tana. Okay, so you are talking about that. All right, so I don't think I see any questions. I think it was just chatting back and forth. Do any of you guys have any questions before we hop off of here? Oh, is it okay to use Energize? No. So you're not supposed to be working out on the Ultimate Reset, which is a total bummer, but at the same time, it's a total blessing. You can go 21 days. Like, it was the hardest. It was so hard for me to wrap my head around that. But like Becky said, then I was like, you know what? I kind of need this. Although I was a bad girl the first week and cheated and worked out. I know. Gosh, I'm such a freaking rule breaker. So horrible. So horrible. All right. If there are no questions, I really hope that this week, for one, you're going to see different ones of us sharing some videos that are going to educate you on products. We're going to be sharing different tips or things like that. We want to see you sharing that too. I've already got my hands on a few that I know I'm going to be sharing with you that were just so informative, and I was like, what? I didn't even realize that about that one little product. Like, holy moly. So we're going to be sharing stuff. Share. I'm not putting my name in the drawing. Don't worry, but I'm going to still be sharing like a mad woman, because I myself want to be educated more. And the things that I hear and learn are so powerful, as well as I want you guys to be aware of the different videos that are in your back office that explain these things, so that when you're trying to share it, you can quickly share a video, but like, hey, you got a second to look at this? I think it would help you, because whatever their need was, and then let the video do the talking. Share your story and then share the evidence, share the facts with them. But first of all, facts tell, what is it? Kristen, facts tell, stories sell. That's what it is. Okay, so we got to have the stories to back it. All right, you guys. So, let's see, things I can do. Yeah, so Becky put a good message in there for you too. You guys dig in, and let's make this just a fun week to connect a little bit more, since we made the switch to the United. Good grief, y'all, I need to go to bed, or another Energize. Either one would do right now. But since we've switched over to this page, we've kind of really slowed some things down. This will be a fun way for us to really connect in there again, but learn together, and then also have a fun little friendly competition that's going to help us help each other more. Maybe you're in a part of your journey where you're like blah, and you're going to find a solution for yourself. I mean, this is for you first, right? And then by doing so, you'll be able to inspire and help more people who maybe are finding that same struggle that you're having right now in their journey. So that's what we get to do as coaches. Even when you find yourself in a very frustrating place in your journey, that's your chance to dig in like nobody's business and find a solution, and then share it with people and invite them on that, that part of your journey with you. I'm doing that right now. Becky's doing that right now. All of us are doing that in some way, shape, or form. So let's find some more creative ways to do so. All right, you guys, have a great night. I can't wait to see who wins. Take care.